now Bitcoin is undergoing the durability test. The next target is 8,700 on a 50-week moving average. There's no point in waiting for the moon. It's better to earn on the Bitcoin volatility. Welcome to the Coin Post. I really hope that when you, my dear viewer, open this video, all my concerns will completely go away, and I'll see a lot of comments saying Bitcoin price is already going up and there will be no collapse. Moreover, the only thing ahead would be going to the moon, and we would never see Bitcoin for 10K again. I really want that to happen, but the markets, especially the cryptocurrency one, couldn't care less of your desires. So it's always worth considering two scenarios, a positive and a negative ones. And that's what we're gonna do today with Bitcoin. We'll figure out why it has to grow and which evidence, on the contrary, suggests its drop. And finally, we'll come to conclusions about whether it's worth buying Bitcoin today. So stay tuned, get yourselves comfortable and check that you're subscribed to our channel and turned on the notifications before the video starts. Let's dive in. In the old days, they used to chop off your head for bad news and get you another one when good news. So I'm gonna start with an optimistic scenario for Bitcoin so that we get to the second part of the video with the backup. So Bitcoin price plummeted on September 2nd following the US stock market. On that day, it dropped below $10,000 a few times. But thank you to those who are buying off and returned Bitcoin to an average of $10,200. What's important is that the S&P 500 index had the correction from September 2nd to September 8th, and it was only on Wednesday 9th that it returned to the green zone again. At the same time, Bitcoin ended its fall on September 3rd and ignored the further decline in the stock market, which indicates it had its own fixed base of investors who believe in this asset and don't intend to repeat what other plays on markets do. In general, this point could be developed into a theory that now Bitcoin is undergoing the durability test, which it failed in March, by the way. And if stock prices go back down, and we at least stay at the current 10K, that would be the best proof that Bitcoin has become a protective asset. But so far, these are just dreams, and we can see only keeping an important psychological level, backed up by the 21st week moving average. We talked about it a lot, and the chart clearly shows that as long as the Bitcoin price is above this line, the market remains bull. And the stock market too is going on because it's recovering fast enough, and it can also boost the Bitcoin growth. Besides, on a 4-hour chart, we could draw a triangle like this, which they are trying to break through. And if it works out properly, we could see a strong impulse back to the previous support at $11,200. By the way, if they don't break through the triangle now, there's a chance to get back to 10K, then a sharp drop back to 9,700, and then again back to 10,000 to finally close this gap on the CME futures chart, and then move only up with a tranquil conscience. And a little more positivity into your piggy bank. High Finance continues to believe in the cryptocurrency. According to the latest data, the Grayscale Investment Fund already owns over 431,000 bitcoins and continues to increase the pace. It's assumed they do it through off-exchange platforms or even direct contacts with miners. Analyst Willy Woo also points out that whales are still in business and accumulate bitcoins in their wallets. And it's worth remembering about the stock-to-flow model because, despite all the unexpected moves from the market, the price is still moving along the intended line. And now, the moment has come to ask for your support and your likes, because next, I'm moving on to the arguments against Bitcoin's upward trend. So I'm gonna tease you a little and start with a recent tweet by trader Peter Brandt, who gave not a very good prediction. He predicts 9,700 for Bitcoin and only $249 for Ethereum. You might ask, how? As the current Ethereum price is more than $300–700. And I'd say this is quite possible if the 2019 scenario repeats. Then we got to almost 14,000, and then the market made a U-turn, and as the Bitcoin fell, the altcoin just got smashed. Ethereum price at one point got to $120. And if you take the 2019 high of $14,000 and the 2020 high of $12,400, we could stay on the bear market until December. There's no evidence on the chart yet, however, In 2019, our magical 21st moving average pointed to the bear market turn only after falling below 9,700. And if we don't keep, by the way, the same price as it was a year ago, the next target is 8,700 on a 50-week moving average. Why so much pessimism, you could ask? Well, firstly, Bitcoin was never mainstream. Check out Google Trends and you'll see that if you type "buy Bitcoin," it's not at the bottom of the list, but the peak popularity is still far away. And if you type Bitcoin in the last 12 months, you will even notice a slight decline in interest in cryptocurrency. And it's easy to explain. When the Bitcoin is worth almost 12k and everyone is waiting for growth to 14k, people want to buy. They're afraid to miss the profit. But once the price drops to 10k, the interest fades. Plus, there is one more unpleasant thing: the lack of financial assistance to the US population in the amount it was immediately after the pandemic was officially declared. I mean, as soon as everyone was given $1,200 from the state, and the Coinbase had immediately announced a large number of deposits for exactly the same amount. Then Americans were given $600 a week per person, and Bitcoin continued to grow along with the stock market. But later, the first relief package ended, and the US Congress still can't approve of the second. The $300 payout from Trump saved the day, but it's coming to an end too. This is, to my mind, one of the reasons for the recent stock correction, as no one will invest when they have no extra money. The upcoming November 3rd presidential election clearly complicates negotiations on the new relief package, as everyone wants to give an extra point to their opponent. First, this very election is historically considered to be the time of high volatility in markets. Let alone September is deemed to be bad for Bitcoin according to statistics. Even in 2017, during the moon in September, Bitcoin closed in the red. In addition, it's a time for harsh statements. As long as Trump scares everyone with China, nothing is stopping him from finding a new Bitcoin enemy and saying something about a ban. Then there probably won't be any real action, but his tweet alone will be enough to make the cryptocurrency price fall rapidly. And I'm sorry if I upset someone, though I know that many of you expect cheap Bitcoins, and for them, my last words are like music to their ears. But wherever the market goes, and whatever happens to Bitcoin in the future, I'm gonna share it with you on YouTube first. And if you're not with us yet, it's time to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Now, let's sum up. You often ask me in the comments, should I buy or sell, what to do? And I always have and I always will say that it's only up to you to make those decisions. There's a theory that there's no point in waiting for the moon. It's better to earn on the Bitcoin volatility and feel good. If this is your choice and you understand the risks of trading, you have all the market statistics. And how to use it, it's only up to you. There's a second way though. You could be a hodler, and then you wouldn't really care if the price drops below 10k, because you've either already accumulated enough Bitcoins, or you're gonna sell them at least $100,000 a coin, or maybe never sell them. So buying at 10k, 14 or even 20k, you still win. Share in the comments whether you prefer to trade or invest in Bitcoin for the long term. And share this video with your friends, traders, investors, and especially those who still have doubts about Bitcoin. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. It's the Coin Post channel. Subscribe and get enlightened.